Hi, Tom Adams here. Today we'll be talking about working with layers. So in order to work with layers, first we're going to start a new drawing. We're going to go File, New, and open a drawing template. For beginning from a template, please reference Beginning from a Template video on this YouTube channel. Now that we're in the drawing, we're going to go into Model Space. You can open the Layer Manager from inside the sheet view also, however I just decided to go into Model Space. So to open up the Layer Manager, we're going to either select this icon, Layer Properties, or we can just type LAY. I'll open up the Layer Properties. You'll notice inside this template there are multiple layers already pre-configured within the drawing template. There are a number of options already visible inside this Layer Manager, and those are the properties we're going to be discussing. You'll notice here we have layer 0, background, and bar. We also have some other layers, concrete existing, concrete new, and so on. You'll notice we can turn off or freeze, block, or change the color, change the line type, line weight, change the transparency, plot styles, printing, if it's able to print or not, if you create a new viewport, if it is frozen or on. And those are the options within this Layer Manager. Right here is to create a new layer option. You'll notice that we're on the concrete new. Okay, if we go down to the fence line, you'll notice that when I create a new layer, it actually holds on to those layer properties. So if I decided to actually create a new layer under the concrete existing, it would actually hold on to those properties. So let's just create a new layer. We're going to name it Layer 1. Okay. Therefore, you cannot create a new layer called Layer 1. If we do that, if we create a new layer, it's going to name it Layer 2. If we try to name it Layer 1, it's going to tell you it's already in use. Okay, so you keep doing that. So it's Layer 2. That's the standard naming for AutoCAD. I would not recommend using those, but that's what AutoCAD, when you create a new layer, it automatically comes on as that. And then you name it however you'd like. Okay? So let's draw a few objects on the Layer Manager, on a few different layers. So let's go, we'll draw a line, we'll draw a circle, and we will draw a rectangle. Alright? They're all on Layer 2. And let's turn them off. Now you'll notice when I go to turn it off and it's the current layer, it's going to give you a warning. The current layer will be turned off. What do you want to do? Turn the current layer off or keep the current layer on? Let's keep the current layer on. And let's change the current layer to Layer 1. Alright. Now we're going to go into Layer Manager. Alright. You pull it back over here. Go into Layer Manager. We're actually going to freeze that layer. Notice all the objects are gone. Let's go ahead and turn that layer back on. Okay. Let's put these two objects on a different layer. We'll do that by going to the Properties window by typing PR. We'll actually change them to a different layer, Layer 1. Or let's go to Landscape. Alright. You'll notice they're a different color because they're by layer inside the Properties window, and that by layer is the color that is assigned to that layer. We can change the colors. However, I do not recommend doing that. Now you'll notice if I decide to freeze Layer 2 now, only the objects on Layer 2 are off. These objects stay on because they are on layer on a different layer, the landscape layer. We have other options. We can lock a layer. We can change the line type of a layer. Okay, so let's change the line type. We'll go with this forest line type. We can change the color. We'll go with a magenta. We're actually going to turn it back on. So we locked in that, and what we've done is we've turned it back on. We locked the layer, we changed the color, and we actually changed the line type. Alright. You'll notice the line type has changed in several ways. It is magenta, it's a different line type, and it's locked. You notice there's no grips on the line type, and that's because, again, the layer is locked. If you hover over it, it has a lock button on it. In order to edit this line type, we would have to go into the Layer Manager and unlock that line type. Then we can drag it around. That ends our session for working with layers. Thank you very much.